love yours.
No such thing. No such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life that's better.
Hi, I'm Tassie and welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome home. And if you're a new subscriber, make yourself at home by clicking that subscribe button. It's been a while since I've done a wig review, and I decided that now would be the best time because I am bringing you not just one, but I am bringing you two different wig reviews in one because it's essentially the same wig. So today I will be reviewing the Shear Muse Empress lace front wig by Sensationnel. I will be reviewing and installing the wigs in the color royal blue and this neon pink that you see here. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, please stay tuned. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video. If you see my previous video, I mentioned how I originally made a separate video for the blue wig, but I ended up scrapping it because I didn't like the finished results. So I'll be incorporating clips of that install as well as the install for the neon pink wig. And keep in mind that I also did different styling techniques for both of them, but it all adds up in the end. So first off, I have to say that I'm a big fan of the parting. I didn't have to pluck it at all. It's not too big or too small, and once I did my typical lace prep, it blended in pretty well. The hairline wasn't too bad either, but when I did the install for the blue hair, I decided that after that, I wanted it to be a little bit thinner. So when I did the install for the pink hair, I took the thinning shears and thinned out the perimeter. If you guys would like an updated wig prep video, let me know in the comments down below because I actually don't pluck my synthetic wigs anymore like I used to. I changed a few of my techniques since then, so I don't know, just let me know in the comments down below if you guys want to see that or not. But anyways, this is where I started to run into problems. So this was the original hairstyle that I was going to do with the blue wig. But my first red flag came when I began cutting layers and the hair started matting up and tangling right before my eyes. I kid you not. Listen, synthetic hair is going to act like synthetic hair. I tell y'all that all the time, okay? If it is manipulated in any way, shape, or form than what it was originally packaged in, it's going to fight back. I already know that. I've been doing this for a decent amount of time now. So trust me, I know that. But I also know that when there's a will, there's a way, which is why majority of you tune into my videos every time I do one of these reviews. It's a given. So when I started cutting, you'll notice how I'm pulling the hair down while cutting it because I'm fully aware that if you don't manipulate yourself in some way, that's the easiest way that hair is going to look a mess. It is the easiest way for that hair to end up looking choppy. So I'm holding it down and I'm cutting it at an angle, at a very exact angle. And yet, even though I'm stretching the hair so that it's less tension, the hair would start coiling up into itself. And after a while, it got so difficult. I got so frustrated. You can probably see it right here. I just got so super duper pissed off. Y'all almost didn't get a video, okay? But I knew that I already committed to cutting. I can't just have chunks just missing in my wig. So I just had to suck it up and commit. And I tried to make it work, but oh honey, it was a process, okay? So after all of that was said and done, it's time to flat iron, right? Red flag number 2. Red flag number 2. So again, synthetic hair is not human hair. It's not going to act like human hair. In order to get curls, there's 2 different methods that you can use. One of them is soaking your hair in hot water, setting it on rollers, and letting it dry completely. Or you can apply heat and set it on rollers or even pin it together until it cools down. I never really expected for this hair to curl, but I feel like bumping the ends should be no problem because I've done it before. My plan was to bump the ends and add a little bit of freeze spray so it could probably last a bit longer. So why did this hair refuse, and I mean refuse, to bump? I tried multiple times and it just wouldn't go. And I'm just like, what is happening? And then I went and did something so stupid. So stupid. So this was my thought process, right? Since the ends just would not bump, I knew that I had applied enough heat to this hair to where maybe if I just put it on some rollers, it'll stay. But here's the thing. The rollers were all the way downstairs. I didn't feel like going to get it. So what bright idea did I come up with? I decided, hey, what if I apply the heat and just loosely wrap it around this very tiny flexi rod, and maybe it'll help me bump the ends a little bit. Maybe that'll happen, you know? Boom.
Oh my God.
Absolute disaster. We are not surprised at all. We're not surprised at all. Now this, can't even blame it on the hair. This is literally all me. But after seeing this whole entire situation and essentially having a meltdown off camera, I then decided, okay, what if I just put them into big, gigantic curls? And that is when the curls came into play. So what I did was I applied the heat again, and then I used 3 flexi rods all together for one section of hair to basically like make it into one gigantic roller. Now, in a way, it did solve the problem, but not for me, because ultimately I just didn't like it. I hated it. I absolutely positively hated it. And originally I wasn't going to do baby hairs because I wanted to do something different, but I thought like, okay, maybe if I add the baby hairs, it'll work. Maybe if I like, you know, give it a little bit of dramatic baby hairs or something, maybe that'll make it look better. But no, it didn't. But you know what's crazy is I still tried to convince myself that I liked it. I kept trying to hype myself up as if I was feeling it, and I genuinely was not feeling it. So that's when I started like recording different videos of me, and the video itself, oh my God, I faked it. I faked it so bad. Like, you think that I'm confident, you think that I'm giving baddie, you know, like I'm just feeling myself. Honey, I was just trying. I was just trying to hype myself up. But when I tell you, I had so many moments where I'm just like yelling at the camera. I'm just not impressed. I'm very upset. And I basically just wasted a wig. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was not okay. And that same night, I posted that on Instagram. You know, I posted one of the videos on Instagram trying to get feedback from y'all. And majority of y'all liked it. Majority of y'all really liked it. So I'm like, girl, okay, post the video. Make the video. So I went through with it. And I made the intro. I made the outro. And ultimately, I'm like, no, I genuinely do not like it. I genuinely don't like it. So I completely scrapped the video, and that's why it never was uploaded. But yeah, you know, your girl knows how to make it work, so that's why we're here today. So now, in more recent news, I learned my lesson and I decided to keep the pink wig straight. And obviously this process was way easier than the process that I did with the blue hair, but yeah, that's how all of this kind of came to be. One last thing I will point out is that the wig is not big head friendly at all. Honey, it is tight. And one thing that I will say is that like the blue wig, it was snug. Still like, you know, kind of tight, kind of hugging, but it was snug. This pink one though, I don't know what they did to the pink one. That was tight, okay? And at this point, you can see it in my face. You can literally look at me. You can see it in my face. Like, it was a natural facelift. I had to exercise my face muscles just to make it look normal, and that's ridiculous, okay? So just be advised. Just be aware of that. This wig is not big head friendly. It is not big head friendly. It will give you a headache. It will give you a headache in more ways than one. But yeah, it's super duper tight. So unfortunately, my camera cut off while I was doing my baby hairs and while I was doing the finishing touches on this unit. But to give you guys an idea of what I did for the baby hairs, remember when we were layering the hair and when we were getting the front part together to look more natural instead of plucking, I essentially did the same thing with the thinning shears again. And of course, I took some regular shears and I cut them down I don't know if you guys need evidence or what, but yeah, I essentially just cut them down to be a little bit smaller. That way they can be this size and look a little bit more like faint, natural, because again, I'm not really the biggest fan of dramatic edges. I don't know why. They just don't look right on me, so I prefer for them to be, you know, a little bit smaller, a little bit thinner, almost like not translucent, but something like this, like, you know, it looks like it's leftover hair instead of just hair that was taken out of the wig and you just laid it, you know. Now I do use edge control on my wigs because anytime that I've tried to use mousse, it just does not work for me. So I did use a little bit of edge control. If you guys, because I don't think it matters what edge control it is, but if you guys are interested, it is the African Pride Black Castor Oil. And of course I topped it off with a little bit of Gots to Be, because once you spray the Gots to Be on there, it pretty much stays in the same place for like a really long time. So blending edge control and Gots to Be together has worked wonders on my edges when I do wigs. But again, it's all a personal preference, because when it comes to mousse, I don't know what I'm doing. And for this top part, it's not gonna sit up like this once you put the wig on. You have to manipulate it to be that way. So to give you guys an example, I hope I have a video of me doing it with the previous wig. If not, my bad. But basically what I did was, again, take good old faithful Gots to Be, and I sprayed it on the hair, like right here. Now keep in mind that I have a blow dryer that has a brush attachment. If you have a normal blow dryer with like no attachment, essentially what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna blow dry it and take like a rat tooth comb or like a fine tooth comb and just comb upwards, but not too far upwards, because you don't want it sitting all the way up. You know, I mean, unless that's your gig, I don't know, but like you don't want it sitting all the way up. You just want it to kind of have a little bit of oomph to it, just a little bit of volume, a little bit of a lift. So that's essentially what I did. But again, I have the brush attachment, so I literally just had to like take my hair and go like this, and you know, it just sat up that way. But yeah, all in all, that is all that I did to my hair. That is the finishing product. This is the result. I did think about trying to add layers to it, but as we seen earlier, it's probably gonna end up being messy. So I just decided not to do that, and I just left it at its original length. So yeah, how do I feel about this wig? I will definitely say that it's not terrible. It definitely is not terrible. I feel like it's definitely worth the money that you pay for. However, if you're expecting to use this wig like any other wig, like majority of the wigs that I've covered on my channel, where it can be like curled and straightened and, you know, versatile, maybe not. Like maybe not. Like literally, I think this is just one of them wigs that you just have fun with. So like if you're trying to figure out, hey, do I want to wear loud colors? Does this color complement my skin complexion? I would say, yeah, buy one of these wigs just for the sake of fun, just for the sake of trying to get a feel of like, okay, what would these colors look like on my skin? And I will say that like even for beginners, like if you were getting into the world of wearing wigs and you just wanted something to practice on, I will say that this is definitely a good practice wig. But I'm gonna be honest, if you want more than that, this ain't the wig. This is not the wig. This is not the wig. And it has nothing to do with it being synthetic either, because I've had plenty of synthetic wigs that we can, you know, manipulate all day, every day and not have that many problems. I've had a lot of problems with this hair, but all in all, is it terrible? No. So I would say like on a scale of 1 to 10, I would probably give it like 6. So yeah, that's just how I personally feel. So if you enjoyed this video, please do not forget to like this video. Comment down below what wigs you want me to review next. If you have any questions, let me know if I should update my wig routine, because there's certain aspects that have changed, but for the most part, not really. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and of course, share if you can. So with that being said, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.
Back up on my bullshit, back up.